Hello and welcome, I'm Toby Eager. Here are the main headlines. A petrol leak at a local filling station leads to a year-long closure. Central Bedfordshire's school children get their first choice school. And local fury over rail transport provider. In sport, Leisure Group on the search for a local fitness hero. A successful weekend for the county's local football teams. And a local kickboxing star gets his big break. Despite a recent refurbishment, the Shell petrol station in Ampthill was forced to close on Thursday due to fears of a large-scale fuel leak. A spokeswoman for Shell said the site on Ampthill Road is due an upgrade of its fuel tanks, and replacing fuel tanks requires the site to be redeveloped. Local residents took to Facebook to air their concerns, with many expressing their disbelief that the garage has been forced to close again. Ampthill resident Jem Maidment said that she had tried to use the garage a few times, but they were only selling diesel. She suspected an underground leak as the cause of the closure. In a closing statement, Shell expressed regret for any inconvenience caused to their loyal local customers. A whopping 99% of Central Bedfordshire's children will be going to their chosen upper school when the new academic year starts in September. The council's admissions team allocated a total of 2,237 places at schools across the area, with almost every pupil getting a place at their first preference school or academy. An impressive 89% of parents and carers, up from 83% last year, applied via the website, taking advantage of the time-saving online application facility. Councillor Mark Vesalian, Executive Member for Children's Services, said, "Starting up a school is an important step on the educational journey for all our young people, so it's fantastic that 99% of them have got places at the schools they want to go." For more information about schools in Central Bedfordshire, go to www.centralbedfordshire.gov.uk/parental choice. First Capital Connect is the worst train provider in the country, a poll by consumer magazine Which has revealed. The company, which serves all of our local stations, has been voted as the worst in the UK, with a survey revealing just 40% of passengers were satisfied with the service. The poll surveyed more than 7,500 people over the last 12 months about their train journeys. More than 460 of those were First Capital Connect passengers. Passengers across the county are fed up with trains that are delayed, overcrowded and dirty. Chief Executive Richard Lloyd said that the train companies have to start playing fair if they are to expect customers to pay increasingly high costs for a service they are not happy with. Sick of the ongoing issues, tweeters Daniela and Julie had their say. Daniela tweeted that she agrees 100% with the poll and that she is sick of paying high prices for stuffy, packed, slow trains. While Jules Hammond said, "Trains are generally late and utterly filthy. We're paying too much money for a bad service." Unsurprisingly, First Capital Connect claimed the figures did not reflect its service and cited another poll which showed a much higher satisfaction rate. A spokesman said this research quizzed just 461 people online out of a possible 170,000 passengers we carry every day, and referred to a watchdog poll where just 6% were dissatisfied. The poll results comes after a difficult few months for First Capital Connect. Last month, services were affected by snow, and in December, local and national headlines reported disruption to services thanks to a Network Rail power failure. And now for a roundup of the week's sports news. Do you know a local fitness champion? If so, Harper's Fitness is launching a national campaign that celebrates the achievements of its members and staff. They will be rewarding and recognising people who are achieving amazing things week in, week out at their centres, of which there are 4 in our county. Categories include awards for sports teams, fitness and weight loss goals, volunteers and fitness professionals of the year, as well as Lifetime Achievement Award and a Harper's Hero Award for overall achievement. Harper's Fitness would like nominations from members, customers and staff in the different categories. All you need to do is post on their Facebook page, tweet at Harper's Fitness or email heroes@manifestcoms.co.uk. Ampthill Town manager Craig Bicknell was delighted as his side won 2-1 at Hadley in the Spartan South Midlands Premier Division. With a depleted squad, Ampthill took control and scored after 20 minutes when Phil Draycott hit a powerful left-foot shot from 20 yards. Hadley equalised just before half-time, lobbing Ampthill keeper Tom Kennard from a distance. However, Stefan Kemungoa soon responded, heading home the winner making his goal run 2 in 2 games, which pleased Bicknell on a day he had to field his team with squad players. In Division 1, Bedford Football Club came out on top 2-1 at home against Southall to leapfrog their opponents to 9th place in the table. In a game of few chances, Bedford took the lead after 65 minutes when Gareth Hunt found space to turn and fire home from close range. Southall got back into the game with a goal 5 minutes later, but Bedford secured the points when Kevin Ashby leapt to head home from a free kick with 10 minutes remaining. Bedford boss Luigi Rocco was pleased with his team despite it being a dull fixture for Plans, who nonetheless would have been pleased with moving up a place on the table. Bedfordshire FC will have had a week off before facing Kentish Town on Saturday. Bedford's kickboxing star Daniel McGowan showed no trace of stage fright last weekend when he stopped his opponent in what was his debut appearance in front of live television cameras in Bangkok. The 16-year-old is hoping to earn a contract with one of the major Muay Thai promoters, and he did his cause no harm by beating his opponent convincingly. Despite a strong start from his opponent, McGowan adopted a very effective counter-fighting style, replying with good strong kicks causing problems for the Thai fighter in the 4th round before being saved by the bell. An early retirement from the bout in the 5th round secured victory for McGowan, who said it had been a dream to fight on TV and make such an impact with the local people. And now let's take a look at the weather outlook for this coming week. After a break from the poor weather at the weekend, we are in for some pretty grim days ahead. The week will be mostly cloudy with spells of rain, but some drier and brighter interludes can also be expected. Temperatures near average but feeling milder with brighter spells. It may feel rather breezy at times, but temperatures next week may reach highs of 12 degrees with overnight highs of around 8. So in the past few weeks, TV Bedfordshire has made positive steps in recruiting new volunteers to help us create new programmes, but we would like to hear from anyone else interested in joining our team. If you'd like experience with us, then get in touch in the usual way through our Facebook page or via Twitter, or email address tvbedfordshire@gmail.com, or text your name and the word help to 07950 681 528. So until next time, have a good week and goodbye.